Hi, I'm Katerina. I'm with Create with Katerina. And today I'm going to, and I'm not an affiliate, I am going to introduce you to Wawak. If you don't know who Wawak is and what they have to offer, you're going to be surprised. So stay tuned. And even if you are used to ordering from them, I just want to share some things with you. Okay. So let's just get started. All right. So the first thing I wanted to say is if you go to their website, they will give you an opportunity to sign up for their printed catalog. Like, how often do we get a printed catalog? They have been in business for over 100 years. All right. So this is, I don't know, since 1907. So this is their catalog. So you can see how many things you can order from them. So everything for dressmaking, bag making, all of that kind of stuff, quilting, a lot of things. There's no fabric. They don't sell fabric. Okay. But all of your notions. So I just wanted to go through some of the things that I just bought. I buy from them often, and they run sales. So once you get their catalog, they will send you a newsletter. And in the newsletter, it'll have whatever the sales they have going on. And whenever they have the zipper sales, I jump on them. Now, I don't have all the zippers with me that I've ordered with them, so I'm just going to show you a few of them. But just to know you can get any size, but we'll go through it. Anyway, so the first thing I wanted to share with you is kind of like a mistake I made. And I guess if I only needed a little bit of Pellon, it's not a big deal. But I needed to get the Pellon SF101. And on Michael's, they had it on sale. And ordinarily, it was like $23 or $24. And I bought two of these for $13.99. And these are only 1 yard. They're 60 inches wide, but they're only 1 yard. So I bought these two from Michael's thinking it was such a great deal, forgetting that Wawak has Pellon. And then I was listening to somebody's YouTube video, and they mentioned that they get their Pellon from Wawak. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even think that they carried it. Because it wasn't like I didn't know them. So I ordered this SF101 from Wawak. And let's see, what does it say here? It is, let's see if it just tells me, 25 yards. Now, this is only 20 inches wide, where this is 60 inches wide. But if you look at this, and then look at this, and look how thick, I mean, there's no, so even at 13, 2 yards is 26, and you keep going up. This was $85. So $85 for 25 yards of SP 101, which is the most common if you're making tote bags, sleeves, book sleeves, wallets, you know, that kind of thing. So what a good deal that was, right? I was really happy with that. And then the other thing, they had this on sale. Let me see where that is. Wonder why that's not, it must be on this one. Okay, so something, if you've seen it at Hobby Lobby, they carry this at Hobby Lobby. It's a stain remover. It works so good. And this one was on sale for $3.89. So I just got it because I need it and I don't have it. But the thing is that for Wawak, I'm trying to remember how much you need for free shipping. I think it's, oh, I should have brought my computer here. I moved my laptop back away from where I usually have it. But I can't remember now how much you have to order. It's not terribly a lot. I was thinking 89, but I think I'm getting that mixed up with a fabric store. Let me see. It doesn't say anywhere, but oh well. So then I had to get some hardware. This is another thing you want to buy there, is your bag, your purse hardware, your bag hardware. So these are rectangle rings and rectangle rings. Now these are not, so yes, you can go on, I don't buy them from Temu. I can get D-rings from Temu and AliExpress and Amazon. You can buy them in big bulk, but these are different. Okay, so these are specifically, these are nickel and they're 1/2 inch. And these ones were gunmetal and 1/2 inch. Okay, so this is specifically for purses and bags. And those were, let me find, so these were $1.79 for 4 of them. And these are very high quality. Okay, so that's, I mean, you add that on the price of your bag if you're making bags. Then I got this whole container. This was what their sale was all the fabric pens. And I use these like all the time. I have my chalk and I love using my chalk, but I'm starting to like these better than chalk. And these were, how much were these on sale for? Oh, these are all my Schmetz. Okay, Schmetz. And wonder where they are. Oh, here they are. $5.36 for all of these. Do you know that on Amazon, I bought a pack of 4 for like $8 or something? So maybe $6 to $8. You can't beat for $5.36. How many are in here? 4 pens plus 32 refills. Look at all those refills. All right, so that was a super good deal. Then they had, I need wash. So this lady that I watch on YouTube that makes purses, she's in the UK, and she has cancer. So you know her. I can't remember her name, but I watch her all the time. She's amazing. She's super smart, and she makes really nice. She does everything out of upcycled things that people give to her, or that she gets for free. But one of the things she does buy is wash away tape, and she teaches how to use this wash away tape to hold your pockets in place on your bags and some other things. And she says you can't live without it once you try it. So the first time I tried to order first of all, it's super expensive on Amazon. So I'm like, no way. And then I kept trying to order it from Wawak, but they were out of it. So I finally was able to get it. And the wash away tape was $4.35. Like, they don't carry it at Hobby Lobby. I checked. They don't carry it at Michael's. And on Amazon, it was, I don't know, it was so expensive. I didn't even pay attention to how much it was because it was just way too much, and I just left. So then I also got they sell all the cross-grain ribbons that you need for bag making and stuff. This one I think was just on sale, and I figured I could use it for like binding a seam or something on stuff that I'm not going to line. And this one was, I've also bought real webbing from them. That's another thing you can buy that's really good for your, and this one was, yeah, it's not telling me. Polycore thread. Okay, no, that's not it. So I'm trying to find where that one is, and I just don't see it. Oh, here it is. $3.96 for, how many yards does it say? 20 yards, the 1/4 inch one. Okay, so I needed that on hand. Now, the one thing that I highly recommend, especially if you have a Bernina sewing machine, is to only use Gutermann thread. So Gutermann thread is the best thread for, if you do not ever use Coats and Clarks if you own a Bernina. I own a Bernina. I go to their classes. I study Bernina stuff, and every single instructor has said that the Coats and Clarks will ruin your Bernina machine over time because it creates too much threading and dust. So Gutermann is what I really like, and so I can buy the big cones there as well. But I just bought these 3 right now because I do have some cones still, and just want to have these on hand. And these were, to give you an idea how good price they are, $4.99. Do you know how much this was at Joann's even when they were closing down? It was like $12. Okay, so then it was like $8.99, $9.99. I'm like, no. So for $4.99, you cannot go wrong with this size, right? This is like, and when you go to the store for the $5.99, you get the little teeny tiny one, the little teeny tiny one that doesn't sew anything. So anyway, that's such a good deal. Now this is and then I also got this gold one for jeans. So I got this one. This one was polywrapped core thread. Let me see what that one, the other one was. Okay, this was also $4.99. Oh, I'm sorry. These were $4.95 because I got 3 of them. So these were $4.95 each. This one was $4.99, which I need for my denim projects. And then I'm going to tell you the best thing ever. I'm going to tell you a little story about that too. Is they're freaking Schmetz needles. I only use Schmetz. Okay. Now it's very interesting. So if you have a Bernina sewing machine, the Bernina needles are made by Schmetz. Schmetz makes them for Bernina. So it's this, whether you buy a Bernina or a Schmetz, it's the same company. But I wanted to go through these real quick because I went to, let me see, I don't think I bought one of these ones because I already did buy, I buy them all the time from Wawak. But I'm just going to maybe find something similar to it. These are, because I had to get a bunch of leather ones because I'm going to break my needles with my leather. And I needed stretch ones. So, well, we'll just go with the stretch. So this stretch one here is $2.99. Can you believe that? $2.99. Let me tell you a story. I went to the local crafting store after Joann's was closed down, and I needed a pack of needles. I needed the Microtech ones. Same price, by the way, as these at Wawak. And it's the only thing I bought, so it's the only reason the cashier noticed. They were $5.99, and when she rang it up to 6 something after the tax, she's like, oh, her mouth fell open. She's like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize how expensive. Because people usually buy it when they're buying their fabric, and so you don't really notice it. But because I only bought it, she was like, I can't believe how expensive they are. Yeah, I can't either. So these are size 9 for my stretch, but these are $2.99. I got another one, $2.99. And then let's see what I got. And I got a third one for $2.99. I have some stretchy fabrics that I need to work with. And the Minkies I think will work with these. So that's why I got those. And then I got a pack of quilting needles. Let's see how much those were. Quilting needles, $2.99. Can you believe that? And this is size 11s and 14s. Now, you can pick whatever sizes you want on their website. But these are sizes. I got size 11 and 14 in this pack. So quilting needles for $2.99. Wow. Okay. Super good deal, right? And then let me look at my leather ones. So I got leather in size 16, leather in another one in 16, leather in 14, and a leather in 14. So I got 2 14s and 2 16s because I know I'm going to need those for my leather. I'm scared to death to sew with leather on my brand new Bernina machine. These were $2.62 because I bought more than 3, whatever it is, what their deal is. So $2.62. Can you think of anywhere that you can get these for that price? I dare you. Come back and tell me. I don't think so. And then I got these 2 leather needles. One's a 12 and one's a 10. So for the lighter, for my, like some of that vinyl that I showed you earlier in my vinyl haul. All right, now, so you know you can get your Schmetz needles there for a really good price, and you know you can get your threads, your Gutermann thread there for super good prices. Guess what you can get there? Why you can get the, let me see where my list is for how much they were. The YKK zippers. These you won't see. So you go to Hobby Lobby and you go up to the YKK zipper thing, and it says everything between up to $3.99 is 99 cents each. Anything after $3.99 is $1.99 each. So you think you're getting a super, super good deal at Hobby Lobby for zippers? Guess how much these cost me? These cost me 33 cents each. 33 cents. Sometimes they'll have sales for 15 cents. I do have shorter ones. I needed 12-inch this time, so I got 12-inch pink, black, white. I never know what colors to get. And then these, and then I have a whole bunch that I bought when they were on sale for 15 cents each. They had a clearance on the shorter ones. So I got like ones for like doing wallets and stuff. So those were 13 cents a piece. You just can't, these are nylon, non-coil, but you can get whatever you want there, okay? And I think, oh no, on these ones I got, so these three are all the nylon non-separating, which are great for tote bags that you're going to have a zipper in and different things like that. And then these are the upholstery zippers, which are good for, I made sure that they were nice and strong for like more like the leather, the vinyl, and jeans, okay? So I wanted to show you one more thing. So that was my haul from Wawak, but what I wanted to show you in here is I'm just going to show you some. I wanted to do like a screen share, but I can't really do that. But look at this, over 2,400 products in stock, okay? And you can, and they had to offer same day shipping. And orders under 35 though take longer. And Wawak, it shows you on your chart how long it takes to get everywhere. And I'm in Utah, so it says for me 2 days. But everything here and here is in 1 day, and then this is all 3 days. So I wanted to just show you here the entire Gutermann thread chart. And you can order and buy whichever ones you want. So the Gutermann, this is the Mara color. They have over 400 colors, and you can order them from Wawak. Can you imagine that? Now, because I sew for business and resell, I use black and white threads. Like, I hardly ever change from white, actually. Almost everything I do, I use white thread with. But when you need to have all the different colors, here you go. Then it'll give you your prices for the different brands underneath Gutermann. You've got your Mara 2020, which is the lowest. No, that's not. It's not. You have your Mara 150, 120s, 100, which is the most popular all-purpose thread, $4.95. That's what I was buying. See that? And it just keeps going, like all the different kinds. So here's one, Mara 15, ideal for leather. Oh, I got to get that. Backpacks, tents, and coarse decorative thread. Those are $5.99 a piece. Wow. So, and then here's more for leather, another one for leather, which is $6, a little bit more expensive. And then they have denim here to sew with denim, and, you know, just on and on. So really, really great to have. And I love having that, having the catalog. So then you can buy all-purpose packs of Gutermann as well, especially if you want to give it as a gift to your people or in your classes or whatever, or have a drawing and somebody wins one of these. So here's your color packs for $24.50 in a 5-pack. The other brand that they carry is Amon Saba. So that's another brand. I don't know anything about them. So if you do, please let us know in the comments. And they have Perform X, which is another brand. And then it says unmatched breaking strength. This is more for the Performance X. Performance X for jeans and top stitching. I should have looked at that before I put I'm just so used to buying Gutermann, but wow, that's a good idea for only $6.19 for the thread. Yeah, next time I think I'll buy some of that, because 750 yards for $6.85. Oh, that's the other thing. How many yards were on these? 765 yards for $4.99. You know the one little tiny baby ones you buy at Joann's in the stores, or used to buy at Joann's? Yeah. It says cotton feel polyester, strength of polyester. All right, so then they have, they carry couture, which is another brand that they carry. And they carry your serger, your overlock threads. And then they carry a Gutermann Maraflex stretch thread. Wow, look at that. That's pretty cool. I guess that's making the seams more elasticy, huh? They have a Gutermann, this is nice, Gutermann fine blind hemming thread. Very thin must be for just doing hems, right? Wow, can you imagine all the stuff that they had? They have an Armand Strong Bond, which is a bonded thread for like when you're doing belts and leather, handbags and stuff like that. So this might be something you're interested in. They have embroidery thread and a color chart for you. More embroidery threads. We're not going to go through the whole catalog, obviously. We don't have time. And then you also have a nice Japanese brand called Shishiko. And then you have some coats, which I just don't even look at. Now let's look at, so here we go. Here are jacket zippers, okay, for 95 cents each. You're never going to find that anywhere for that. You're going to have premium metal Italian made. This is not by YKK. Sorry, I said Wawak. I'm sorry, YKK zippers. So here's your brass zippers. So you can get any kind of zipper you need. These are your jacket zippers with the antique brass. Okay, and you're looking at, for these expensive kind, you're looking at $5.79. I mean, these are the, you know what I'm talking about. And then here is a Italian made zipper. That's more expensive, of course. And, but anyway, here's your YKK pants, skirt, and dress zippers. Look at that, 41 cents for dress zippers. And then we have, now you have your invisible, YKK invisible nylon pant, dress, jacket, and home textile zippers. So for your bags and stuff, and look at that. Look at those prices. I don't know if you can see those, but you'll see them like all the way down to like 44 cents, stuff like that. And they go on sale all the time. The one thing about YKK is they are the best zipper on the planet by far. There's bar none, unless you're going to spend $20 on an Italian zipper like they have in here. But for regular, everyday sewing, everyday use, YKK is a company in Japan, and they make the best zippers on the planet. And so, yeah, I'm really happy about that because Japanese make good stuff. So, okay, that's about, I'm not going to go through too many, but oh, here we go for 15 cents for YKK. See that? Starts at 15 cents. What's the, let me see, 2 inches. Oh, if you order 100 or more, it goes down to 15 cents. Otherwise, it's like 38 cents and goes up to a couple bucks. But you're not going to beat that anywhere else. And then you got your color chart. You get the color chart. That's one of the my favorite things about having that. So let's just say you got some fabric in and you were trying to match it. You will just grab out your little catalog here, and you can, and then if you're doing bags, here's bag pools, which are more expensive. But if you want the heavy duty bags, if you're making tote bags and you want them heavy duty, or weekender bags, suitcases, things like that, these are the donut pools. They also sell the rolls, the zipper rolls, and then the pulls. So they do that as well. Here's the bag zipper, see, continuous oil. Then they sell some charms, which are too expensive by my taste. And then you can buy the roll. So I know a lot of you buy the zippers by the roll, and you have to teach me. Send me to your YouTube videos where you teach how to use this bag. And I ask people and they never answer me on YouTube. So I'll ask people that make these bags, make like the makeup bags and stuff. And I go, well, do you use they just don't even answer me. I guess they don't want me to know. I don't know, whatever. So zipper pools are 85 cents for for me, I just buy the zipper for, well, I don't know. I didn't see how much it is. But you can also buy waterproof, water-resistant zippers. And then they sell all the fixing the zipper stuff, lubricants and all that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna, I know, it's just so many cool things. And then, oh my gosh, check this out. Look at all the hardware for your bags. Like, you got to know this if you're working in bags, right? Or belts, things like that. Look at this fashion bag hardware. Fashion bag hardware. And then the other thing, and they have these things too. And then they have your webbing for your handles and stuff like that. Really cool. I bought this black one, not the one that I showed you tonight, but I have another one. They have the snaps. And I'm not going to go through much more. I just hooks and eyes, like just anything you can think of. The fancy, you know, the buttons that you need for suits. And then they have things like your bra forms, the arm, shoulder pads. They've got the back extenditures. They have bias tape, seam binding. Oh, I wonder how much their seam binding is. They have their cross grain ribbons, but I was looking at elbow patches and seam binding and all the different colors. It's low as 164, probably depends on the width, obviously. But anyway, so you can see, and then they show you the different kinds they have. Bias tape. It just keeps going. I mean, they have so much stuff. You just have to get one of these catalogs, you know, and just sit down. And then they'll have, they do have, so they carry Pellon interfacing. They carry sleeve linings, satin lining, different things like that, which is way too expensive. And then they carry pillow inserts, which I think are going to be expensive. But they carry all the tailor stuff. So all your rulers and anyway, lots of good stuff. So hopefully that was very informative to you. Make sure you get your YKK zippers from them, your Schmetz needles, and your Gutermann thread. Like, you just can't beat those prices. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Please like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on my videos. Thank you so much for watching.